Hi, Mr. Johnson. Unlike my coin lab and my pushing a box lab, I just have the explanation on this video. My other videos for the skateboarder chairs lab, I emailed you just a few minutes ago. So I'm just going to do my explanation on this lab. Question number one was which of Newton's laws applies to this lab? Explain fully. For this one, I said Newton's third law, which is every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And it's because me and Andrew was the other boy in the video with me. When he and I both pushed gently against each other, we didn't roll back the same amount of distance or anything because I know the lab said it's to be on a level surface, but my end was a little bit slanted. But we went back at about the same speed. And then on the second video, when we both pushed a little bit harder, we went back at a faster rate, and a little bit more straight than we did the first video. But that explains that. Whereas if I were to push harder and if he were to push a little bit lighter, then he would go back more, and I would just go back a little smidge. Question number two: what happened when you pushed your friend? When I pushed Andrew, he went back the same amount, or he went back at the same force that I did when we pushed each other at corresponding forces. When I pushed him gently the first time and a little bit harder the second time. Number three, what would happen if you had a friend with a different weight than you? Would this apply to another of Newton's laws? To answer the first part, excuse me, what would happen if you had a friend with a different weight than you? For example, let's say this guy Ryan, say he weighs 100 pounds more than me. If we were to push at the same strength, then I would go farther back than he would because he offers more force, and he would therefore, like, because he has more force and more strength, then obviously I would go farther than he would because his larger mass would slow him down. And the same thing if I were to push someone 100 pounds less than me, then he would go back farther than I would if we pushed at equal strength. And would this apply to another of Newton's laws? I don't think so. I think that it still kind of relates to, well, the third law states that every action has an opposite and equal reaction, and this doesn't go along with that if we had different weights. However, this would still work with I guess with the format, just that if you increase one action, then if one action changes, then the reaction would have a different effect on it.